Well, good morning, everyone, team. Let's start the session for today. Meanwhile, others can join parallelly. So, in the yesterday session, team, we were talking about the payroll transactions in the system. And as part of the payroll transactions, we have completed till running of pay slips in the system, team, right? Till generate pay slips, we completed yesterday. And I have shown you how to check the pay slips in the system as a HR in the application. Also, I have shown you team, and even employee from his self-service under me, if he go to pay, he can able to check the pay slip from his self-service as well, team, right? So till here we completed our payroll processes in the system. We have couple of more processes to submit, team. After running the pay slips, we have to calculate costing of payments, transfer payment information to cash management, transfer to subledger accounting. Here, team, if at all, if our client also implementing Fusion financials in the Fusion application, team, then we have to proceed with these three more processes. Why? Because whenever we run the payroll, team, as per the costing setup that we did in the system, like cost allocation, key flex field segments, and enabling that segments at different levels and capturing the detail, whenever we run the payroll for every employee, the costing results are generating, team. And even after running the payroll, if you run this report, payroll costing report, team, all that costing details of the employee with respective to every element will be shown in this report, team. So after we running the payroll processes, we need to send the payroll information to the finance module team. Why? Because certain activities finance team also should be doing in the system. Like after pay slips, we will run the costing of payments process, team, like whatever the payment sources that we used for paying to the employees, team, the organization payment method and the payment sources, costing of that process we have to run. And post that, team, we have to run something called transfer payment information to cash management module. See, basically cash management is one of the module in the finance team. Like in HCM, as I told, how we have the modules like core HR, absence, payroll, talent. In finance team, cash management, general ledger, accounts payable, accounts receivable, like that, we have different modules. Particularly in cash management module, team, the entire reconciliations of the cash flows from the organization will be happened, team. So whatever the payroll results for the month that we generated, team, we have to submit this process, transfer payment information to cash management. So all our payroll payment information, whoever processed in EFT and check payments, what are their net pay values, every information, team, will be transferred to the Fusion Financials cash management module. In this module, finance team will be doing the reconciliation of the payments, team. So reconciliation means they will compare with the previous months and the current month's payments. Whatever they say, last couple of months, they will be comparing the results and they will check, team, phenomenal differences. If they notice for any employees, they will check the HR team again before releasing the payments. If everything is fine, they will make the reconciliation conformed, team. Once they perform that activity in the cash management module, then only they will be releasing the payments, team. Here, by running EFT and check payments, the reports are generated here, team. But after this process, once the finance team done the reconciliation of all the payments, the verifications, everything, if everything is fine, then only they will proceed with these activities like handovering the checks to the employee or doing the direct transfers to the employee will be done by the finance team. And post this process, once they perform the reconciliation, they will inform back our HR team saying that we have completed the reconciliation for the month payroll. Then team, our final process to submit in the system will be transfer to subledger accounting. Subledger accounting. This is also one of the sub-module in the GL in financial stream, subledger accounting. Once we transfer all our payroll payments to the subledger accounting, we will intimate to the finance team. Then finance people team in their subledger accounting, they will be creating the journal entry postings team. That all financial things, we no need to be bothered about what they will do for their balance sheet preparations, journal entry postings and all. But as far as HCM is concerned, after payslips process, we have to run these three more processes team. By running the transfer to GL, our payroll cycle for that month or for that week will be completed team. So where we can go and where we can run these processes, same my client group, payroll, submit a flow. Now some of you might get a question. Kumar, let's suppose our client not using financials in the Fusion application. Financials, they're using some SAP FICO or some other localized ERP tools they are using, or EBS they are using. In Fusion system, finance they are not using. Then what is the use of running these things? Absolutely not required. These three processes we will run if at all client also having financials maintained in the Fusion application team. If not that, till payslips only we will run team. After calculate payroll, whatever the costing report and all is their team. Through integration, like through BA reports or through HCM extracts, through the third party integrations, how we are sending the data or the files, that will be sent to that third party system. There in that system, the all financial things, finance people will take care team. Or through YC, Oracle Integration Cloud also can be used team. If at all within the same Fusion application only, if finance also implemented by the client, then after payslips, three more processes we have to run in the system team. Go to the application, my client group, then come to payroll, and then team come to submit a flow. Okay, submit a flow under US legislative data group. You can search with a task called team calculate costing of payments. Okay, this is a process we have to submit team. So here you can able to give the flow name. Okay, May 24. Then the process end date, that month end, and the payroll, which month, which payroll, then the consolidation group of that payroll, and the process start date, month start date. So these details we will provide team and we will submit. We will submit. So click on refresh till the time you see the status comes as completed team. So here we don't need to check anything, only the employee count we will be verifying team. As soon as we run this process, the next process will be transferring the payment information to cash management team. Let me complete this task and then I will move on to next process. Okay, it's completed team. And then we can go with transfer payment information to cash management. Okay. This is the process available team. Transfer payment information to cash management for May payroll. Then the parameters, process end date, process start date, which payroll, then consolidation group of our payroll, that all details, and we have to submit team. So in all these three processes team, from the point of verification purpose, from the R side, we will just check the number of people processing in each run team. Whoever the people processed in our payroll, all the people should be processed in all these processes team. So you can even check here, once you complete the process, the number of people processed in this run, you can able to check out team. Click on refresh. Okay, now if you go here team, You can able to check the number of people processed. All 23 people got processed in this run team. It is successful. So once after this is done, we will intimate to the finance team for their reconciliation activity to start. Once they perform that and they will give the sign off to us, then we will finally run one process called team transfer to subledger accounting. Transfer to subledger accounting. Okay. This one team transfer to subledger accounting. You can run this process, okay, with the flow name and the parameters, the month end, month start, okay, and then the consolidation group and the payroll, which payroll, and submit team. So with this process from the HCM side, the payroll will be completed team. So post this, the finance people will do their journal entry postings and all. So these all processes, whatever that we are doing in the sequential order team, every cycle, every month or every week or bi-weekly, whatever your client salary cycles team, these things will be followed by the HR team. In an interview, definitely you will be getting a question when it comes to payroll implementation team. What will be the payroll preparations that you will do in the system? That is one thing. So you have to talk about pre-payroll processes team. Then can you please walk through the entire payroll transactions end to end? Then you have to tell, like before we running the payroll, certain pre-payroll processes, and they are these things. And after running the payroll also, we have certain post-payroll processes, and we have to walk through all these processes team. And at each process, what happening in the system also, we have to explain to the interviewer, if at all you get a question on this. And by this team, the payroll for that month will be completed team, transferred to subledger accounting. Okay. Now the question of rollback. What is that? Whenever we running the processes team, at some point of time, we notice it that there is some issue identified team, like some of the employee payroll results were not correct, or some of the employee salary components were missing, but we ran till here to GL team. Can we able to roll back any payroll process? Or now I came to till GL. Directly I can go to payroll, directly I can go to prepayments, pay slips, and I can roll back them? No. Whenever it comes to rollback team, whatever the sequence that you followed in the backward, the same sequence you have to follow. Why? Because team, all these processes are interdependent. If you run payroll, from the on that prepayments are dependent, on that archive is dependent, on prepayments EFT is dependent, on payroll results payslips are dependent. All these are interdependent resulting processes team. Whenever you are planning for a rollback means reversing the process team for the corrections to do. In the same approach, how you came from start to end, in the backward, we can go and roll back team. Now, some of you might get a question. If anyone from prior experiences of EBs or something, Kumar, once we run transfer to subledger accounting, we can't able to roll back, right? Can we do that in the system? Yes. Until and unless employee not done any journal entry postings. Now I ran transfer to subledger accounting team. Finance people not started their activity, because once you transfer to GL team, all our payroll results will be reflecting in the GL module of the finance team. So once they start doing the journal entry postings and all, then we cannot able to roll back team. But before that, we ran GL, transfer to subledger accounting. Now we realize it team. Some of the people not processed, you can run them as a separate batch, but you want to include them within this. Or some of the employee payroll results were wrong, something you identified team. Then you can able to roll back. The flexibility is there. But once finance people did the postings team, then you cannot able to roll back team. Any manual corrections from the finance system, they have to do anything that you want to change. So rolling back of the payroll processes team need to be done in the same chronological backward sequential order. First, we have to roll back, transfer to subledger, then transfer to payment information, then costing, payslip, EFT, archive, prepayments, payroll, then do all the corrections to the employees, whatever you want. Then we have to resubmit all the processes again. How we can roll back any payroll process in the system team? Basically, for running the payroll flows processes, we have submit a flow under my client group. Okay. Under payroll, we have flow submission and results, and we have submit a flow. As I told you, as a HR admin, if you want to verify the existing flows that already submitted in the system, we have something called view flows. I told you, go to view flows, and here you can check team all your payroll processes that you submitted in the system. See, all these are payroll processes team, whatever ran in the system. So here you can go team to the process, edit it. Okay, edit it. And here team, in the actions button, we have something called rollback. See, either you can do from here, or if you get into the process result screen, okay, transfer to subledger accounting, in the actions button here also, you can able to do the rollback team. Here you have one more additional option coming, mark for retry. What is that? Now you ran the process, some corrections needed team. Directly at the employee level, you did some correction. Rather than rolling back and rerunning the process team, the existing process only you can go and you can click on mark for retry. So the process will resubmit in the system team with the latest changes that you did at the employee level. So you want that, or you want completely rollback? See, here we have the rollback here also team. If you click on the rollback team, whatever the process that we ran will be completely reverted back. Now it's done team. So click on refresh. The status now will change to corrected process. Once the rollback completes, here you can see the name coming as corrected process. See, now it's still rolling back. It will come like this team. If you see the status as corrected process, then come to the conclusion team that was rolled back in the system team. So as a admin, HR admin, you can able to roll back the process and you can resubmit again if required team. One more thing I want to tell you, important point here. See, I submitted the process hcm.may. I could able to go and I could able to find out the rollback option here team. But other than this user who submitted the process, if any other user coming team in the actions button, he might not find the rollback option directly. We have a limitation in the Fusion system team. What is that? Whoever submitted that process, he will only get the rollback option. Kumar, what is that? Let's suppose now today you ran the payroll processes. Tomorrow you will be on the leave. But our HR team noticed that some discrepancy is there. We have to roll back the things. So business or the company cannot wait till the employee come back from the leave, right? Someone in his team have to do all the other activities also. Then in that case, how team? Kumar is on leave. Kumar went on leave now after running these processes. Now the other team, Kumar colleagues, the HR team notice it that there is some discrepancy here. They have to roll back and they have to rerun the payroll processes. But Kumar is not there. His credentials cannot be shared with usually by anyone, right? So this rollback option will not come to everyone team. Everyone can come to the view flows. Whoever having access to the payroll admin, payroll manager, they can able to come to view flows and they can able to pick the process. But the rollback option will not show in the actions button. Then how team? In order to roll back the payroll processes, Oracle given something called team rollback payroll process as one custom flow team. For rolling back the existing processes, we have again a separate process called rollback team. You can come here, go to flow submission and results team, go to submit a flow under your LDG, US legislative data group. Okay. And here team, you search with rollback payroll process. I have to give a space in between, sorry. This one team, rollback process. Okay. So which process you want to roll back, team? You want to roll back. This one already I did manually. This you want, team. Then you can give whatever the name, up to you. You can give the name, team. And here in the system, whatever the payroll processes that you have ran, team, already, that all processes you can able to check in the drop down, team. See? So if I check here, transfer payment information to cash management, May 2024. When I ran this process, I have given the flow name, right? May 2024. See, that process is coming up to me. So I'm using rollback process to roll back the other payroll process that I submitted, team. Select that one. Particularly any reason you want to mention, you can write it down. For any particular people only you want to roll back, create the object group and assign. But if you want the entire process, pass that parameter alone and submit, team. Submit, team. So once this rollback completes, team, if you go and check your transfer payment information to cash management, that will also be rolled back in the system, corrected process. So there are two ways to handle the rollback option, team. If the same person who ran the process is doing that, simply he can go to the process in the actions button, he can do the rollback, team. If not, we have a separate process available called rollback payroll process. And as I told you, it's not your wish directly going to the first processes, and you should not roll back. System even won't allow also. Whatever the sequence we came in the backward also, we have to roll back the processes accordingly. If anything that you want to do the rollbacks to the processes in the system, team. See, now it's completed. So these are the transactions that we should be talking about, team, with respective to the payroll module. So now I want to introduce to you some of the HR transactions. A part of these things, team, some of the HR transactions that from the point of payroll that HRs will be doing, team. See, when we come to my client group and payroll team, here under flow submission and results team, we learn about simplified quick pay. What is this? Then as a HR, any individual employee results, if they want to check, they can go to person results and they can check. I told you, correct? They can come to person results, and if any employee is there, we can check here. Okay. I think this is available. Let me check some other person team. Any employee I'm checking here. So you can come, you can check here. Basically, no payroll results are there to this employee. That's why nothing is coming. That's okay, fine. If you come here, team, usually all the employee payroll results we can able to check. So that already we have seen in our last class, team. So person results, if employee want to check, he can come and he can check. And even the rollback employee can do, HR can do for a single employee from this person results work area. Even that I told team. Now here, team, we have learned about the concept of quick pay. What is that, team? For a single employee, if you want to run the payroll, you have quick pay, team. But within that only, we have one more called quick pay payments. What do you mean by quick pay payments, team? See, when we running the payroll and next process is what, team? Prepayments, correct? For any employee, if you want to run and check both payroll and the prepayments process, team, then you have a process available called quick pay payments. In quick pay, only payroll will be running for the single employee. But if you want to run payroll and prepayments both for a single employee, team, in place of quick pay, you can take quick pay payments, team. Select it. Let's say I'm running for one of the employee now. See, for Curtis Fiat, whatever the payroll is there, let us run that one. Quick pay payments, I search it, team. So let me run now the payroll here. Bi-weekly payroll is there for this employee. Let me run it. Two results will come. Payroll and prepayments. Both will be completed at one shot, team. So this is also for a single employee if you want to run and check in the system team. Now see team, quick pay completed and quick pay prepayment started. So here team, we can able to check out still the page is loading. Okay, still the page is loading. 1 second team. Still the page is loading team. I think there is some slowness in the system. Let me check out in the backend team at the person results level. Probably it completes. If my expectation is correct. Let me go to Curtis Fiat and see here team. Quick pay and quick pay prepayments both completed to the employee team. So that is the usability of quick pay payments team. For any single employee, if you want to run and check the payroll and prepayments team, this is the individual process available team. So you can use the quick pay and the quick pay payments accordingly team. Whatever you want in your requirement, you can use that. Then person results, HR can able to check team. Then any balances of the employee, if HR want to check out for any employee, the balances team, then they can able to search the employee team and whatever the elements that were processing to the employee every month. And the cut is VAT, global balances, total gross pay, net pay, pre-tax reductions, everything. Okay. With effective of date, you can able to search team if anything is there. But for this employee, the payroll we have ran is for different dates bi-weekly. I mean, like no payroll results are there, only one which we ran. So that's why it's not showing. But usually as a HR for any employee, if you want to check the balances, you can filter through date and you can check team. This is just for information purpose only for HRs to cross verify. And this batch loader is basically part of PBL, but this is not using now. That was decommissioned team. If you click on that also, it doesn't have any impact on that. Earlier we used to have PBL, but now through HDL and spreadsheet only we have to handle the system. So in technical classes, I will tell you that HDL and spreadsheet team. Then submit a flow. Here we all know from last 2-3 days, every payroll process that we are submitting, we are performing from here team. Then review journal entries. So as I told you team, after transport to subledger accounting, finance people will be doing the journal entry posting. Usually that will be done by them. But as a HR point of view, if you want to check out team, you can able to review that journal entries as well. Just for information purpose only, this one also team. You can go to review journal entries and you can able to search team. These all are financial terminologies. First, you have to give the ledger, then the journal, the transaction details, that all you can check team. So if anyone have prior finance background also, you can able to find out the journal entry postings of the employee. Then view process result summary is nothing but team. In the entire system, whatever the processes that we submitted team, that we can able to check here. Same in view flows, whatever we will checking team, same here also we can check all the payroll processes that submitted in the system. So that can be checked from here or from view flows. At both the places, HRs can able to check the payroll processes submitting in the system team after running them. And then payroll dashboard, if you come team, in this application, the entire usability of the payroll processes. This is also information purpose team. A pie chart will be here, diagrammatical. See, quick pace 75, quick pace ran in the system so far. Then generate, whatever to say, global simplified payroll 6 times people submitted team. Then quick pay payments 4 times, payroll flows 25 payroll flows, UK payroll flows 14 times submitted. Then generate, make EFT, generate pay slips 1. So total in the system, the usability of the payroll processes team. These all are the payroll processes. How many times these were ran in the system? Okay. This is just the payroll usability team. What are the transactions processed? How many times by the users? That all you can able to check. But nothing team. It's an ignorable concept. No one will touch this one in real time. So these are the things that HR can be performing as part of the payroll transactions team. And these are our configuration setups. Like whatever we go to setup and maintenance and we search team, object group, payment methods, then third party payment methods. These all setups we can able to find team. And here under person information team, under payroll work area, HR can able to perform the transactions to the employee from here also. Basically, team, all these steps attaching the payroll, salary basis, elements, calculation card, personal payment method. I have shown you the navigation from the my client groups, correct? Going to my client groups, picking up the person in the right side taskbar under payroll, we can able to perform all these transactions I told you. But team, within my client groups under payroll functional area, here also HR can do team, person information. So let's say for any employee team, HR want to add the elements. See, element entries is there. Here the look and feel will be slightly different team. Go to element entries, search the employee team, and then see you land upon element entry page. So from here you can do the element entries directly team. Rather than going to my client group, searching the employee and in the right side taskbar, picking up the element entries from payroll work area also team, you can able to perform all the transactions. See, these all are self-explorable things only. Element entries, or as a HR, if you want to add or check the calculation card or the costing details or the payroll relationship, any payroll to the employee you want to add, you can add personal payment method, third party payment methods, then pay slips. As a HR, if you want to check any employee pay slip, you can go to the pay slip, you can search the employee and you can view the pay slip of the employee. Then event notifications team. If any employee processed in the retro team, you want to check out that elements that what are triggering for any employee. You can go to event action notifications and you can able to search that employee element and you can able to check out team. Then adjust individual balances. For every employee, when you run the payroll team, the elements and their balances are getting stored. For any employee, you want to manually adjust the balance team. You can go here, then search the employee team, any employee for whom you want to do the balance adjustments. Okay. And then for this employee, which element balance you want to adjust team, you can click on add and you can able to do the adjustment from here. So these all are self-explanatory or explorable things only from the point of HR self-service that HR can perform team. A part of this, on the left-hand side, some of the dashboards are available team. Recently embedded OTBA dashboards team. In our Fusion system, as part of our outbound integration reports, we have BA reports, OTBA reports, HCM extracts like that. OTBA reports, if you take team, Oracle within the system only embedded these 3 dashboards. These are OTBA dashboard reports team for the usability of the HRs with respective to payroll or core HR, everything. Oracle embedded here team. See, if I go to payroll register dashboard team, my dashboard will be loading up here now. These are still in the testing phases team, not Oracle fully given with all functionalities. So as of now, If any HR want to use, they can use, or else they can rely upon the custom reports or standard reports from the backend in the business intelligence team. But Oracle brings in the system very recently these reports in the UI level within the payroll functional area team. See, payroll balance classification report, this is team. Within every dashboard team, certain reports Oracle embedded. This is balance report. And this is employee payroll run results report. This is costing report. So multiple reports were embedded as a dashboard where employee HRs can able to run and check, they can check team. See, parameters also they can pass LDG. Then which period that you want team? I want to run 5/20/24. Okay. See, monthly calendar 5/20/24. I'm giving team. And now see here, the results will be coming up when I apply. Multiple parameters are there. Only particular element you want, particular city you want, country, and see team. All employees of our monthly payroll, May month, whoever we run team, all the employees with their elements and their salaries, we can able to check team. If you want to export the report, directly the HR can able to export the report in different formats from here team. So Oracle embedded certain dashboards where multiple reports are embedded together and one dashboard is defined team. So 3 reports are embedded here. Then if you go to audit dashboard team, so certain payroll and core HR related also we can able to check. These are our HR actions audit team. So as of now, there is some access issue with my user team. That is why it is not coming. Usually you can able to check out whoever the people got updated with transfers, promotions, who updated by based on the action type, you can filter and you can check. And this is audit team, like who updated what in the system. This is payroll element audit. So in the system for all the employees team, particular elements, who updated them, who corrected them, on which date that was done, that all auditing you can able to do as a HR team. See, by default, any parameter if you give here, if you apply that data will result in, but right now all employees it is showing here. See, element entry last update was on today, May 7th, okay, at 2:33 a.m. for this employee, regular earnings, classification, and this is the element name team. And this is the input value 2000 given. Then what is the source of that? How that element entry was made? Who made that element entry? See, element entry last updated by, okay, from when to when that element given, all the details team, and even the update method, whether it is element entry, salary proposal, or through calculation card, or through element entry screen. So this is payroll element audit report. Then employee person information audit report means any employee personal level information like name, address, location, email, phone number, if any details been updated or corrected by the users, that all auditing you can able to check here team. And these are payment method report team. For every employee having the personal payment methods, that auditing report, like when that was created to the employee, who added that, when was last updated, that all details team. So these are still in the trial and the testing phases only team. Probably in the coming releases, we can expect full thoroughly all the dashboards coming up team. It will make the HR's work very easy, correct? Then and there itself, they can able to fetch up the reports. These are all OTBA dashboards team. So HRs can able to check here all the dashboards team. So these are the transactions we have to talk from the HR self-service in the payroll team. When it comes to employee team, if employee go to me, under me, they will have something called a pay. So if they go to pay team, I'm not the employee user. I might not be able to access everything, but usually with the employee login, if you log in team, when employee come to pay, here they can able to check team, his personal payment method, his pay slips, his year-end documents, his tax declaration forms, everything employee can able to check under this pay work area under me. This will be employee self-service team. So as far as payroll is concerned, the maximum transactions will be from HR point of view. From manager, nothing will be there team. Only employee and HR self-service will be there. So these are the transactions or the end-to-end configuration or the implementations as part of payroll module team. Before closing this payroll, I want to inform you one thing. As I was telling you, whenever we configuring the elements in the system team, we have seen the flat amount and hours into rate, how they are working team. If client asking me any requirement that their element calculation will be based on percentage of earnings, I told you this topic I will take detailedly once we complete our payroll end-to-end transactions team. So this one I will take team. And then I want to tell you one more thing. Probably by this time, some of you might be getting a question. What is that? Kumar, we have different payroll processes to run every month. Can we automate this? By this time, some of you should get this question. What is that? You are running one by one all the process. Can we able to automate this process? Like I will start the payroll process for the month. First, it should run this report. Then immediately after the report process complete, then system should automatically run recalculate. Then after that, automatically payroll. Then certain reports. Then after them, again prepayments. After that, archive, EFT. Can we automate all these processes? Yes, we can do that. But usually clients will not use that because at every process level, we have to do certain verifications, reconciliations, right team? Payroll is not something we can go just like that and do team. At every process we are submitting, we are verifying the results, right? But if you automate, what happened team? System will run one after the other immediately. Usually clients will not encourage that. Everything they will run one by one manually team. But if you want to automate that, we can able to do that team. For certain countries, particularly for US, if you take team, Oracle given the process automatically available. See now, if I go to my client groups, if I go to payroll team, okay, under flow submission and results, we are submitting the flows here. So all the flows that whatever we are seeing here team, see under US LDG, when I search team, whatever the flows that we are seeing in the system, these all flows we can able to find out from here team. Under payroll, if I come to, okay, administration, we have something called payroll flow patterns. If you come here team, all payroll flow patterns in the system, you can able to check out team. See, let's say calculate payroll. Okay. With respective to LDG, I will search team US. See here. See here, calculate payroll, recalculate payroll for retroactive changes. And these are non-editable team, standard Oracle delivered processes, or even make EFT. See, make EFT or generate pay slips. Okay. See, all the processes team, whatever that we will be seeing under my client group, payroll and submit a flow team. All the payroll flows are created or available in the patterns here team. So here you can able to define your automated process also team. Click on plus icon. Okay. Under US LDG only, I'm clicking on continue. You can define a custom flow where you can arrange them in the sequential order, all these things. See, create a payroll flow pattern team. So let's say I'm giving team custom payroll flow. Okay. Some name I'm giving as of now for my understanding purpose team. Then LDG, for any specific LDG only you're defining, keep it yes team. For US, I'm doing that. Then flow status active, connector status by default task flow will be there. Connector and all not required. Here team activities to include in this process, we can provide team. So what all activities team? So this custom payroll flow that you are defining will be considering what all tasks. Okay. If you want the tasks to be coming up team, all the flows, whether it is an HCM extract process or accounting, payroll calculations or payroll preparation processes like retro and all will come under preparations. Payroll calculation means calculate payroll, all these things will come. Payments means prepayments, EFT, these things will come. So what you want, if you select activities to include all, from all these categories team, all the available payroll processes you can able to check out. See, the moment I selected here team, activities to include, phases of a payroll cycle to include in the pattern, all the tasks, nothing but all the available payroll processes in the system under USLDG, that all you can able to check out team. These many processes are there. In that, whatever is our requirement, first will be run retro notification. Then come team somewhere we can able to check out run retro notification report. Double click, it will come and add. Then what? Then recalculate payroll for retrospective changes. Okay. Second, then what? Calculate payroll. Add everything team here. Calculate payroll. Then prepayments. Then archive periodic payroll results. Then make EFT. Okay. Then generate pay slips. Okay. Check payments also there team. You can add even that as also. Generate check payments also. Okay. Make EFT, generate check payments, and then now you want generate pay slips team. Okay. Then what we have? Generate pay slips, then calculate costing of payments. So whatever the processes that you want team, you can pull them into the right side, selected task area, double click them, select it, it will come and add here team. Calculate costing, then transfer payment information to cash management. Okay. Then transfer to subledger. If any reports you want in between also, you can add team. So this custom payroll flow that you are creating includes all these tasks team, whatever that we want to run in the system one by one. These are available tasks total. From here, we selected whatever we want. Then connected flows and all not required. Go to next. In the task area team, you can able to check out all the tasks here, whatever that we included team. Click on next. Okay. So all the tasks you can able to check out team. So transfer to GL, recalculate everything team. So certain validations, if you want to include team, like uh, if you can check out here team, process after errors and all that you can able to check out, or ideally this section no need to be bothered team. After the basic information and you including the task, from here also, if any task you want to add, you can add. Anyone you want to delete, fine. Going to the next step, anything that you want to remove, you can remove team. And go to the next step, that is task sequence team. Here we can able to check out what is the starting task and what is the ending task team. So how we added our tasks in the first tab, one after the other, in the same sequence that will be set it up team, task sequence. Starting task will be run retro notification team. Once it completes, run retro notification, then recalculate the following task. Once that is complete, then calculate payroll. Then calculate payroll completes, then prepayments. The sequencing you can able to check out team from start to end. What is the starting task and what is the ending task? Which one will come after what? That you can able to check out. Sequence anything that you want to add more. I mean, you want to move team. You can even edit and you can move from up and down. Or you want to delete anything from here, you can able to delete. Anything you want to add, any other process, you can able to add before proceeding to the parameters team. Then here we have parameters team. So whenever you're running the process, what all parameters needed? Because for every payroll process that we are running team, we have different parameters available team. So you have to include that parameters here. What all parameters are required to run all these processes? Plus icon, and you can give team payroll name. I am giving flow parameter. Display, yes. Display format, how you want that field should be coming team, as a choice list drop down, or as a value set you want, or as a date type, how you want team. Text you want, you can keep it. Then if you give lookup team, if you give lookup team something, lookup choice list, then this will open up. So basically whatever the payrolls you configured, that you have any lookup that you can add team. If not, you can go with the text also directly, you can pass that team. Then sequential series you can give starting from 10 I'm giving. Then these are not required. Then one more team after payroll name, I want a start date, end date, all the parameters you can provide team. Then this is of date type. Okay. Then end date. End date. All parameters we have to set up team for this process. What is the type is? Date. Then further, any other parameters you want, a part of this, include all the parameters that you required to run all the tasks team. So example, I have written only payroll name, start date and end date. Click on next. You will land up on the review page. So whatever the flows that we connected team, all we can able to check out. Click on next, and then you can submit the process team, so that the custom payroll flow will be designed in the system, where we set it up the automated way, the channel we created team, from starting to end, all the payroll processes to submit in the system team. See, here you can able to check out now, custom payroll flow. This is the one team. Now, if you go to the system as a HR admin, whenever you're running the payroll processes team, if you go to submit a flow, okay, under your US LDG, okay, here you can able to check out team, your flow coming up, custom payroll flow, what you created. See, if I search, this is the one team. So we are creating a new flow where we integrated all of them team. See here, then payroll flow name, I will give team, okay, something like May 2024. And whatever the parameters I given team, the payroll name, okay, then start date, end date, whatever the parameters I given, that parameters I could able to see. Then I can submit team. So when I submit this process, see here, total 11 tasks. First run retro notification is starting. Post after the completion of this, recalculate payroll. After this payroll, prepayments, archive, EFT, pay slips, check payments, then transfer payment to cash management, calculate costing of payments, then transfer to GL. See team, all the things one after the other, they will be start running in the system team. That's okay, because in the system, we don't know who are the retrospective people triggered team. That's why I did it out. But usually you can able to use the custom payroll flow, and you can able to design team. For United States, Oracle by default gives in the system team. If anyone working in the US payroll, you no need to create any custom flow for automation team. If you come and search global simplified payroll cycle, for United States team, Oracle given this process, global simplified payroll cycle. So you can give the relevant parameters what you want, and you submit it team. So all payroll transactions or the processes that to be submitted in the system for US legislation, that process will be there. Like how I created the custom flow, including all the process team. For US, Oracle given this option team. But again, it's a question mark. Will the client use that approach, or client will go running one by one, and at every level, client will be checking up the results and proceeding with the next process? If you ask me, This is the approach clients will go. One by one, they will run, and at every level, they will verify the results and they will proceed team. But we have another approach as well that I want to explain you. That's why I've shared. Because if someone asks you in the interview, rather than not knowing nothing, if you know about that concept, you can able to at least convey it in the interviews, right? Because you might expect that question also. That's why I covered that topic team. So by this, all the transactions in the payroll perspective also completed team. In tomorrow's session, I will take up that additional setup team. One element with percentage of earnings we will create in the system. Practically, I will show you how that is working, because that also one of the most important concept in the payroll implementation, because majority of the projects you go team, flat amount will be there, all the elements with the flat amount requirements, but percentage of earnings also many clients will ask team. In US, if you take, or UK, or any Middle East projects, if you are working also, based on percentage of earnings requirement is quite common team. So we will see that how that element to be configured, how to pull the other element into this calculation, like basic salary into housing, and how we can execute that. In tomorrow's session, I will show you team. So any questions as such in today's topic, online people? Any questions, team, or are we good to close the session for today?
Hi, Kumar Krishna.
Yes, Krishna.
Yeah, can we link user tables with payroll definitions anywhere?
UDTs, you no need to link with payroll definition, but UDTs we can able to use in the fast formulas for the calculation purpose.
But if legislation provide this calculation cards in UDT level, let us assume
UDT,
now.
why the cards are providing at UDT? They are providing at the legal entity level, no?
Okay, in cloud, but e-business normally in e-business,
There used to have utilities definitely, but here we have directly the calculation cards enabled at the country level, I mean company level, LE level, or at the
LA.
agency level. So directly they will be mapped to the employee. UDTs will be used if any values that you want to reference in the calculations. In the tables, UDT tables, you can create that values and that you can use in the calculations.
So here totally you are using this one tax cards in that is legal
Correct.
entity level. No.
Correct. Correct.
And another question, let us say we are using third party, nothing but OTL model. Instead of OTL, we are using some third party application. There
Okay.
we will get element, let us say regular wages. Regular wages is nothing but it is a weekly payroll, weekly or
Okay.
bi-weekly. We will get in hours basis by using batch file. That particular third party application will generate one batch file with the employee code, element, employee number, element
Number of
code,
hours. Mm.
and hours like 93.6, that means 9.6 5 days
Mm.
he worked. So then how we will capture here, let us say that people will place that file in the server.
Mm.
So from that file server to our edge.
Here also same approach. We have UCM server concept. So
Okay.
from the third party system, first of all, how the integration is developed, first through OIC or through reporting, how that through SFTP or how it is happening. That integration once developed in the UCM server, it will be placed and the file will be evoked here through HDL, and the element level updations will happen automatically every month.
Ah, so before that file, I mean the details enter into this HDL file, that is the calculation value. Then who will do that calculation part? You got my point, right? What I'm trying to explain.
Understood.
Cal
96 you are giving it you to
example,
be converted to 9.6 is something your
something.
expectation.
Yeah, something that is a calculation part. Let us assume. In that
In
case, who
that
will do?
case, when the data is being extracted only in the SQL, we have to maintain one more additional column with the calculation.
Uh, okay, that who will do? Oracle will do, right? Or
Yeah. In the integration development time, only that logic will be placed in that.
ah, okay, got it.
Oracle
Okay.
only will do, yes.
Because lot of things we are using calculation level
Yeah.
only. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Thank you. Got it.
Thank you.
Yeah, hi Kumar, Raisa here.
Yes, Raiza.
Yeah, there was one question actually. When in the global HR, say for example, the payroll element salary basis, everything is tagged to a person.
Employee.
In the global transfer, it seems this data is not showing up. What probably could be the issue? Or is there some
Legislation. In global transfer, what happens means the entire components will become end dated. And in the new company, whatever the payroll the employee is eligible for, whatever the salaries employee eligible for, we have to tag the fresh components. Elements will not transfer to the new organization because global transfer behavior is what employee will
the
terminate in the current
yes,
organization, and in the new
yeah,
company, freshly he will be hiring.
hired? Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Right, team. We'll conclude here for today. Let's join back tomorrow and we'll continue, team. Thank you, everyone.